Hello you guys, I am here today to go over my very fast foundation routine with you guys. I haven't done one of these yet, surprising. So here we go. I'm going to put my hair up. Get it out of my face as much as possible. It's starting to grow out, thank God. Growing a bob out is next to impossible. It's terrible. It's all different layers. So I've already moisturized, but use any moisturizer you want. I went with the Aveeno Positively Radiant, and I'm going to go in with Revlon Color Stay. This is one of my favorites. This one is for the dry to normal skin. I think it's a much better one than their last one. So I just put a little bit on my hand, just like that. I'm going to take my F88 Flat Angled Kabuki by Sigma. Get a little of it in and start working from the middle of my face outward. And I really like to push it in as much as I can because it's going to give you better coverage. Now, if you needed a primer, definitely use one. I don't use a primer on an everyday basis. I just don't want to take the time. And so I get right in the middle first, and then I blend it out down the nose. And just keep working that into the skin. Now these foundations, these long wearing foundations really do dry pretty quick usually. So you want to definitely blend it quickly. And don't forget your ears, especially if your hair is up. Doesn't take much, and the brush has it on it. So just keep patting where you want more coverage. Simple. Okay, that's how quick the foundation goes on. I mean, when you have a great brush, it goes really fast. And I do have videos of the brushes that I've been using, but this one was not included, the F88. That's going to be in a different video. Then I'm going to go in with my Instant Age Rewind Dark Spot Eraser, and it's going to go right under my eyes. You can take a concealer brush, but I'm just going to blend it and pat it. Just pat it right in and kind of blend it down. Take a little along my nose and right above my brows. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Cream. I'm looking for something different than the Chanel Bronze Universal. I'm sick of paying $48 for a cream bronzer. I'm going to try the Sacha Cache one, but right now I'm testing out the e.l.f. I'm using the e.l.f. Dual Fiber Kabuki, and all I do is get some on the brush. I tap it out on my hands, and then I'll go right in and contour with it. Not doing heavy contouring, just a little to give shape right above the hairline, or right into the hairline. I'll get right along my cheek and down my nose, right there. Just blends it so nice. And I have dry skin, so I really like a cream bronzer. I do not like powder bronzers. I mean, I do use them, but they're not my favorite. And then I set everything with a powder. I mean, it's a pressed powder. It's the Revlon. I only set kind of like in the middle of my skin. I don't set on my cheeks. Just kind of in the middle where I want the most coverage. And then I'll come in either with a cream blush or a powder blush brush. Let me get my dual fiber out. Sorry. Still put up where it belongs, believe it or not. I'm going to use my Sigma F15 dual fiber brush. I'm just using some cream blush. It doesn't pick up too much. Smile. Apples of the cheek. And ta-da, you're done. See how fast that is? It doesn't take forever. I'm going to add a little bit of 118 Pink Satin. This is the Color Rich Bombs. Super natural, super quick, and takes no time at all. I don't take forever to put on foundation. I do it really fast. If you're going to use any type of flat paddle brush, such as this one, this is the MAC 190 SE, then you definitely want to, really kind of blend with your fingers afterwards because you'll get streak marks. But for me, the F88 Kabuki, flat top Kabuki, really works well. It's angled, it gets right into the corners, and it makes the process so much easier. Now, if I do want to highlight, I'll use, this is one of my favorites, the L'Oreal Magic Lumi, and I'll just put a little bit on my hand and put it right where I want it. And then it'll give just a little bit of sheen and highlight right there under your cheeks, right at the top. I like to pull it straight back. I'll take a little bit of my Cupid's bow. And you're done. When you're using the Kabuki, you definitely, or any brush, you want to definitely get right into the crevice of your nose. I don't find that I need a lot of concealer in that part. The foundation seems to work just fine. But if you need more, definitely, add the concealer. I really recommend going and spot treating where you need it, because you don't need a whole face of concealer and you don't need a ton of foundation. Just a little bit goes a very long way, and it doesn't take long to put it on if you do it right. And the moisturizer before really makes it easy to blend out. Otherwise, you could be there a while trying to blend that foundation in, but just use some moisturizing lotion right before you put your foundation on. And I've even put the moisturizer in, or I put it on with the brush that I'm going to be putting my foundation on, and that does keep it from streaking like that too. The Revlon Color Stay really does hold up well in the summer, and you're going to be out there sweating, and I just don't want to lose my makeup. So I do like this when I'm going out and I'm going to be outside, I'm going to be sweating, I'm going to be, doing activities. I find that this is a great foundation. I also like the L'Oreal Magic Lumi just on days that I'm home and want a little bit less coverage, but this one is great. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back really soon. Bye-bye.